Hello?
Okay, I was just getting the live stream set up. Okay, this is People of the State of Michigan versus Cecilia Alvarez, docket number 19-578FH. And Ms. Alvarez, you can hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, and I have Mr. Marks here as well, and Ms. Allen for the People. This is the time set for sentencing. Ms. Alvarez, would you just confirm for me that you're okay with doing this remotely rather than being here in the courtroom for sentencing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You were convicted of third-degree fleeing and eluding of a police officer. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. You are represented by Mr. Marks. And Mr. Marks, have you had a chance to go through the pre-sentence report with your client?
Afternoon, Your Honor. May it please the court. I did have the opportunity as far as to read over it. I attempted as far as to email the pre-sentence report to her. However, it did not go through. So prior to both of us connecting as far as into your Zoom room, I did go over the pre-sentence report with her, Your Honor. There's no need.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say there's no need for any corrections, deletions, or additions, Your Honor.
Okay. Any objection to the scoring of the guidelines?
There is, Your Honor. I think there's going to be a stipulation with APA Allen as it relates to PRV 6. Presently, it's scored as 10. We both believe that that should be 0.
Okay. No objection to that, Ms. Allen?
No, Your Honor.
That would make the total PRV 0, PRV level A, and the guidelines would be 0 to 11.
Okay, I've made all those changes. And as Mr. Mark said, then that takes us to level A4, and the guideline range is 0 to 11. And you said there's no changes to the report for the defendant. Do the people have any changes to the report itself?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and did the people wish to be heard?
Only, Your Honor, that I read the report and I hope that Ms. Alvarez can be successful on probation. It looks like based on what the writer believes, there may be some difficulty, but we worked really hard to try and get something that we hope can benefit her, not just on this case, but with her family court cases and a lot of stuff she's going through. So I just really hope she takes this opportunity to work with her agent to be successful on probation, because that's really what we want. We really do. And that's why we tried, Mr. Marks and I went round and round on this to try and get a plea agreement that we hoped could get the outcome that I think everybody wants. So that's my only, I hope the court follows the recommendation, and I really hope the defendant can, follow along with probation and do what they require, so that, I think it will only help her in the long run.
All right, thank you. Mr. Marks?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would have to agree as far as with what APA Allen has just stated to the court. In reading the pre-sentence report, I understand the reservation that the agent has as far as with my client. It is going to be difficult for her as far as to get through this, but she does understand in getting through it successfully will aid in reunification between her and her 5 children. So she understands the importance of it. She understands that she's going to need to work continuously as far as to be successful with this, because she knows what the end point is. With that, I would simply briefly ask the court to adopt the recommendation by the probation agent.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Alvarez, are you still with us? I lost you.
Yes.
Oh, there.
Yes,
Okay.
I just can't, this phone, I can't hear you guys. I just put it to my ear.
Okay, I thought that's what was going on. You don't have the speakerphone on?
I do, but this phone is, I dropped it in water, so it's a little messed up after that.
Okay, well, right now you don't need to hear me so much as I need to hear you. So what would you like to say?
I just would like to say, I guess, thank you for recommending probation, although I feel as if it was wrong for you to take my kid based upon the fleeing and eluding thing, and it's really hard for me to get them back. But I will do everything that I can and follow through with the guidelines of CPS and the court.
Okay, thank you. Well, I didn't take your kids
Yeah.
or recommend probation, but yeah, I think, it seems from reading this report that, I don't know how else to say this, but it seems like you definitely have issues with authority. And I wish that you would open your mind to looking at it this way, that authority isn't always there in the form of a black robe to push you around and take your kids and tell you you're gonna do this or do that. Sometimes we're here and we really want to help you.
Okay.
We really want to give you guidance and support. I am on your side. If you think for 1 minute I'm not, you're wrong. I am on your side. I want you to succeed. I want you to achieve your goals. If it's getting your kids back, I want you to get your kids back. I want whatever goals you have, they're mine too for you. And
Okay,
that's the
thank you.
purpose. That's the purpose of probation. It's not because I wear a black robe and I love telling people what to do. It's
No,
because we want to guide you in the right direction and help you achieve the things that you want to achieve.
Okay.
So if you'll listen to the conditions of probation and look at them more as goals and guideposts for you to find your way while you're on probation rather than orders telling you what to do and what not to do, I think it'll really help. So I'm going to place you on probation for a period of 12 months, 47 days in jail with credit for 47 days served. You have to pay $130 to the Crime Victims Fund, $68 in state costs, oversight fees in the amount of $120, payable at the rate of $10 a month, costs in the amount of $250, which is a big reduction from the State Court Administrative Office calculated average cost of a criminal case in Ingham County. And now I'm going to go through all those do's and don'ts, but we're going to look at them more like measuring sticks, where, this is the guidepost that tells you where you want to be and how you're going to get there.
Okay.
They're as follows. You can't use or possess alcoholic beverages or controlled substances or drug paraphernalia or medical marijuana. Comply with drug and alcohol testing as your agent directs. You must, hold on here, attend AANA and or CA meetings as directed by your agent. Complete any residential or substance abuse treatment that is referred to you by your agent. You must complete a substance abuse assessment if your agent refers you to that. You must not
I've done
engage
that
in
already.
any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. You may not have any contact with anyone you know to have a felony record. You may not change your residence unless you first get written permission. So in other words, just keep your agent informed of everything. So don't do something first and then say, now can I do it? Let your agent know so that they can say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You must not possess a weapon while you're on probation. Comply with all the written and verbal orders of your agent. Let the agent into your home at any time. Submit to a search of your person or property without need of a warrant. Report any changes to your agent within 24 hours. Be in your approved residence between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you and your agent work out some other schedule that is appropriate, and then it's okay. You may not drive a motor vehicle while your license is suspended, and it must be suspended for 12 months. And you must make genuine efforts to find and maintain employment, a minimum of 30 hours per week. And Ms. Alvarez, you have the right to file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and your sentence in this matter. You're entitled to an attorney at public expense to assist you in doing that. If you're making a request for one, you have to make it within 42 days of today's date. I would normally hand you a form that tells more about that. We will mail it to you. And good luck with your probation. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, good luck. And that will conclude our hearing.
Okay.